Good evening. I'm here with my Uber driver. His name is Joseph. And he is delighted to do this interview for TRT World about what the recent ruling means for him and for his family. Basically, the London authorities have ruled that Uber is going to lose its license. It has 21 days from that ruling to appeal, and in the meantime it can still operate, but one day, who knows, maybe Uber won't be able to operate. So we're going to ask Joseph some questions just spontaneously, just like that. What do you think of the ruling, Joseph? Do you think it was fair or unfair on Uber drivers?
I think it's very unfair, to be honest, and I think it's a little bit biased because in my opinion it's political. Uber, here as any startups, there is always issues, and Uber has done all the best they could to rectify everything TfL requested them to do.
Transport for London.
Transport for London.
Right.
So we as drivers don't understand, and unfortunately we are caught up in all these things which...
Too bright, right?
Yeah.
Too bright, okay.
That's
cool.
all right. That's all right.
So it's caught up in it, right?
Yeah.
And that could end up costing you a lot.
It's end up costing us our livelihood. Personally, I took driving Uber full time.
Yeah. Now, some of the issues they were talking about were whether cars were insured properly and the safety of the passengers. What about, let's take that insurance first part. Most of the drivers, are they properly insured?
One thing I'll take you. Before you go to a platform, Uber have to verify your car.
Right.
Your car is insured. There's no way you can drive.
Okay.
If your insurance expires today, you're taken off the platform. They know.
Okay.
Then there's another thing about safety. This is my badge. That's my TfL license.
Right.
You don't wake up one day and drive Uber.
Okay.
You have to have a license from TfL or the borough.
Yeah, a lot of people think that. They just go, okay, I want to become a driver. You just log on to the app, and next thing you know, you're making money.
No,
There's proper vetting.
The proper vetting. You have to have DBS. The DBS is criminal.
Right.
They check your criminal.
Background check,
Background
basically.
check. And it's enhanced. When you say enhanced, even if you did a tiny little thing, you have to declare it, and they have to be verified. You have to have medical.
So just in case, God forbid, you'd have a heart attack while driving.
God forbid.
You're looking too young and healthy for that. Hopefully. God willing. Okay.
God willing, you can only say that.
That's right.
Then you must be a driver for more than 3 years.
Right.
At least 3 years.
Right, so you can't be a newcomer to this.
No, you can't be a newcomer. If you're not haven't been driving for more than 3 years, you can never drive.
Okay. So what happens to you while you're waiting? Is this a bit of a tense time for you?
It's very tense because some of us have leased these cars and we have a commitment.
Right.
So it becomes boring because if you don't have a job and you're committed for buying this car, the car has to be paid somehow.
Yeah. And obviously, is this, well, not obviously, but is this your main source of income?
At the moment, it's my main, because
And you're supporting people or just yourself?
No, I've got a family.
You've got a family?
Yeah, so...
Right, so it's important, isn't it? That they make the right decision.
I've got mortgage, I've got kids.
The usual stuff.
I've got extended families to support.
I know all that, it's a very expensive business.
Expensive business, London is
So how many... No, it's not. And it's a very crowded, busy city, very competitive to get around. Do you find it that you'd have to do long hours with Uber? As long as you want, right?
No, we have this is about safety, so you can't do more than 10 hours. So there's a cap.
Right.
If you do 10 hours, you have to be offline for 6 hours.
Right.
Get
some sleep, rest,
and there's no way you can go back if you have not done 6 hours.
Okay, well, we're just crossing. Which bridge is this now?
This is Blackfriars.
Blackfriars Bridge, yeah. I mean, look, there's the Shard. Seeing this all in real time. It's a beautiful city.
Very beautiful,
Maybe not as beautiful as Istanbul. But it's pretty beautiful. I mean, it's pretty nice.
Istanbul, I understand, is the best,
Oh, choc gazelle, as they say.
Yeah, east to meet west.
Tabi. Now, when you're driving in London, Do you find it quite stressful? Are people, I mean, for me, just even walking, the
Yes.
cyclists are becoming psychopaths.
You understand
No
this.
offense.
Yeah, you understand the jungle you live in. And,
A jungle.
Well, it's a concrete
Yeah,
jungle.
concrete jungle, that's right.
If you
yeah.
live in a jungle, you understand the animals
Yeah,
there. We have
exactly,
cyclists.
Exactly.
The cyclists, you have to be careful.
People cutting in and
people
out,
cutting
all that.
in.
Yeah.
It's a very crowded city.
Yes, it is.
We have to respect each other.
And there are so many Uber drivers now. So it's quite competitive?
It's competitive, but the market is there.
Yeah.
The market is market driven.
Right. Let me talk about the market, okay? Because your Uber is relatively new to the market, right? The black cabs have been around for decades.
Yeah.
And many of them say, you know, you're hurting their business, and they've spent years learning what's called the knowledge, right?
Knowledge, yeah.
Everything about London. Do you think you're hurting their business? I mean, and do you care? I mean, it's competition.
Well, I do. I understand where they're coming from, because for you to acquire the black cab license, you have to jump through hoops.
True.
And it's not easy.
Oh.
But this is a free market,
Yeah.
capitalist. Capitalism is a cruel. So what I think is you have
Survival of the cheapest.
you have to adapt as well. The black
True.
cab have to adapt,
Yeah.
because we can't keep doing that. Because the old ways used to work.
Yes.
It doesn't mean the new. You have to bring in the new world.
Yes.
So about taking their jobs, in my opinion, they have to research why
Right.
people are using Uber.
Right.
Why are they preferring Uber
Yeah.
over black cab?
Yeah. I mean, one of the reasons, I guess, is that it's cheaper. Another
Uber is
reason
cheaper.
is that wherever you are, the Uber guy will come find you.
Yep, there's no money. We don't want.
Yeah.
There's no big job or small jobs. We
Plus, you
take
get the
it.
review.
You get the review.
You get to review each other.
And another thing which people don't, if you forget your phone or your wallet here, for
true.
instance, you can
Yeah.
trace me.
Yes.
You know who I am. Even
Yeah.
before you came here, you knew my name, my number.
That's right.
With
Now
this
there
license, you can trust me.
with all of those benefits, I accept, but there are some horrible stories of Uber drivers really, you know, molesting women and hurting them and so on. I know this is a tiny minority, but. Well, how do you say? I mean, you've already mentioned all the different safeguards against that.
Yes, yes.
How is it those sort of people sometimes do slip through the net, though?
The thing is, we are not one big happy family.
Yeah.
Uber, we are individuals.
Yes.
And as you can say, we more than 45,000 in London.
Yeah.
Uber drivers. So there are some people who sleep, as in every big organization. We represent the society. Society is we have horrible people. So if we are being judged by that's a criminal.
That's right.
Somebody who get in Uber with bad intentions, like a teacher who got bad intentions.
So what you're saying is a criminal can find their way into every profession in life, trade in life.
They trade in life.
Fair
Thieves
point.
who find a way of
Fair point.
breaking a safety net. So
Now-
for me, that's a criminal. That criminal should be dealt with, but it is a criminal.
Let me ask you something. Before you became an Uber driver, what were you doing? Because I must say, you sound very articulate and reasoned, and I suspect that you were doing something else before you were an Uber driver. What was that?
Yes, I was.
I'm causing a problem. Look at this.
that's all right.
With two black cab drivers as well.
all right.
We're outnumbered, Joseph.
They'll be fine.
Three of
They'll
them.
be fine. We have to.
No, they're all good.
We know how to survive
Yeah.
in this city. No, I was for 10 years. I was a building manager, working with a management company in London, and then the company went bust. And that's when everything was going down in 2012. Then that's how I went back to education,
Right.
and somehow I found myself doing Uber
Okay.
to support my family when I was studying.
If you didn't have Uber, I mean, would you be maybe without a job right now and looking for a job? I mean, I'm not saying permanently, but it came along at the right time, and it fills the gap, right?
The flexibility, because I could study.
Yeah.
I did a degree in health and social care, which I couldn't have been able to do.
Right.
Try to improve my life.
You did that whilst being an Uber driver?
Yeah, we went to with Uber.
So long days, you're studying, you're driving.
Night, find a time and you study.
And before coming to London, if I may ask, you
Yes.
don't have to answer, but
Yeah.
You have a bit of an accent. Where are you from originally?
I am from Kenya.
From Kenya,
I'm very
all
proud
right.
to tell you I'm from Kenya. Yes,
Right. From
Nairobi.
Nairobi, the capital.
Nairobi,
All right,
the capital,
great.
yes.
And what made you come to London?
I came here to study. That's
okay.
a long time ago. And
Long time, yeah.
found myself get stuck here.
Great.
The economy is doing good and
That's great.
got a job and
Yeah.
could feed my family. So
Fantastic.
yeah.
Joseph, I've asked all the questions I want to ask.
Yeah.
Anything you want to ask?
What's your name?
Now, my name's Matthew.
Matthew.
And it's nice to meet you, Joseph. And it was a real pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
I say goodbye to the viewers. We are out.
Bye.
Thank you. Uber 101 with Joseph.
Thank you.